Hi, welcome back to Point Blank, and tonight we've been checking out the banned milk products from China. And our studio guest today is concerned mom, Miss Selina Ang. Okay. Yep, AVA has also been receiving calls from many Singaporeans who are worried about having consumed such products. And right now we have a comment here from Red Devil 72. Okay, he has something to say about AVA.
He says, AVA says they can't check every food product that comes into Singapore. Okay, I accept that, but with the bad track record that China has over safety, be it food or toys, shouldn't they at least check all the food stuff from China?
Yeah, I mean, China has had quite a bad track record, right? I mean, 4 years ago, they've been selling milk products that have no or very little nutritional values, and because of that, 12 infants actually died from malnutrition, and it has affected like hundreds other babies, and with long-term effects. And after that, there are
there's the pet
lead
food
tainted,
and the lead,
yes,
and now the milk products again.
That's right. So obviously, people's confidence in a lot of China products has been affected.
And don't forget the luncheon meat thing last year.
Oh yeah,
and formaldehyde in food last year as well.
Right.
Yeah, so that's also a bit of a problem.
And another comment from Yiba. Okay, that's a nice name. Okay, he or she said, I just ate fish soup noodle with evaporated milk, and I was wondering whether AVA did a check on food courts or restaurants on ingredients or products affected by China. Okay, that was actually the concern brought up by Selina just now, right?
Yeah. Like I was saying, I was just celebrating my son's second birthday over the weekend. And of course you have a cake and you buy the cake from a bakery. So yesterday when the news came out, it suddenly caught me like, where was the milk from, then things like that, and it was decorated with M&M's chocolate, and I was still like, I like M&M's, I was still eating it. Now it comes to me that, not even food on the shelf, but everything else we buy, is affected.
That's
because you don't know where the raw ingredients come from.
All right, and it's a globalized world that we are talking about. Every product that we're using at home can come from like another place, like China. So to stave off the anxiety and panic among many Singaporeans, AVA actually held a media conference to address public concerns.
Yeah, and RazorTV just returned from the briefing, and here's what AVA has to say.
All right, have a look.
I think as the situation unfolds, we suspect the situation in China is probably more widespread than it's confined to only infant formula. Although the level that have been picked up by us have been quite low compared to what is causing the trouble. What we'd like to point out is that the level of melamine detected in the three products, the ED Choice Dairy Fruit Bar, yogurt flavored ice confectionery, and also the Dutch baby strawberry flavored milk, and also the White Rabbit creamy candy. These three products, the level that have been picked up by us are still low, and they are much lower than what have been found in China. So it's not likely to result in any adverse health effect. Unless somebody has been eating a lot of these products over a prolonged period of time to have any potential ill effect.
So, Selina, what do you think about what Dr. Chua from AVA said? Do you agree with what he's saying?
The question that I would ask is what's the amount?
Acceptable level.
That's acceptable. And he mentioned about taking it over a prolonged period. How long? My son started taking such things from like 6 months, until now he's coming 2 is 1.5 years. And let's say if he takes it every day, will that cause any harm or not?
Well, he did say that if you are a grown-up of say about 60 kilograms, you would need to drink about 815 mils of Dutch lady strawberry milk every day for a lifetime before you actually see any effects. And he gave some examples.
Because adults process toxins slower than children, so it doesn't. It's not so faster. So it's not as bad as children.
But the fact that little children are still growing, their metabolism rate is higher. What about the absorption rate that they have on things that they eat? They're supposed to absorb more of the nutrients or even the bad things that they
Because babies
they
only rely on milk as a
it's
staple
the
diet.
main food supply actually.
Yeah, so the concentration of melamine that is found in the milk will directly be reflected in their body, and it's going to hurt their system, you know, to a greater impact.
Yeah. So are you even convinced when he says that the level's very low, but you know it's not going to harm you unless you take it over the long term? Does that reassure you at all?
Actually, a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, because we heard about lead in like crystals and all that. Again, you have to consume them in huge amount before, and still people are using crystal products, crystal glasses and all that. So I think it's still quite. It should be quite safe.
Okay. It actually doesn't reassure me because, I mean, after all, why should I be drinking milk that contains something that is used to make plastics or fertilizers in the first place? You know, right? Because it's just to use to simulate a higher protein content so they can make more money out of diluted milk. So I don't think, you know, it's a form of reassurance at all, you know.
But it does reassure parents whose children have been taking that. At least you know that there isn't yet any long-term effects that will happen to your child. But from now on, you just avoid taking it for future problems to occur.
Okay, we have some more web comments that have come in.
Okay, so Iba said, it's ultra shock when I was having my meal in front of the TV. Phobia, man.
Yeah, and Ranger 777 said, yep, we've got to control our diet and stay away from these products for the moment. Too bad. No more like chocolates or anything.
No more chocolates, which is probably a good thing for people who want to slim down, right? No more
maybe.
M&Ms.
It is the best way. Maybe it's like conspiracy to make people slim down, like taint your food so you don't eat.
Chocolate makes people happy.
Okay.
So did you throw out all your China-made products from the cupboard, Selena? Not just for your kids, but everything, you know, even stuff that you eat.
I don't have many in stock except for my son. Yeah.
Okay.
But would you stay away from buying China-made products of any kind
as much
from
as
now?
I can, I will.
Okay. And AB has also stressed that it has taken great pains to ensure that the high standard of public health in Singapore is maintained. So let's have a look.
So the only way to protect our public is to do a blanket stoppage of import, and then also tell our public don't eat it, don't consume it, until we have the opportunity to actually go through product by product, testing them that they are safe. And we also want China to make sure that they clear up the act. In future, if we lift the ban, this thing will not happen again. We don't want to be every time, you know, worrying which one is going to be contaminated with melamine. And anything that is adulterants will not be tolerated in any food regulations in food control. So the moment, especially now, you know that it is intentionally added. So the only way for us to do it correctly is to take a precautionary measure, what we call a precaution, and we have make it clear it is a precaution. We're not saying that this product has melamine, that product has melamine.
So do you think it's a good thing that the AVA has like banned all milk and dairy products from China? I mean, do you think it's overreacting a bit? I mean, they can always check the origin, you know, the manufacturer and the dairy supplier.
I think it's a way that they want to assure the public as well. Yeah.
Do you think it's working? Do you feel assured?
I'll just stay away from all China-made products for the time being.
Right.
But to be fair to them, it's really difficult for them to test every little thing that's imported into Singapore. Because we rely so heavily on imports.
It actually struck me that AP has not tested for, the chemicals like that in milk products before, because in the first place, industrial chemicals are not expected to have contaminated any of these milk products.
Okay, there's a reason for that, and I'm not a spokesperson for the AVA, but they have explained that generally melamine is not even supposed to be used at all, so there's no reason for them to look out for it.
I mean, the reason it's put in is to increase the nitrogen level, which gives the impression that there is protein. Because like some manufacturers water down their milk, to like get more Yeah. So I mean, you wouldn't expect yourself to be drinking like plastic. Or
Yeah, you can't be testing out for everything.
Precisely.
Yeah, but there's also a comment that says that I wish AVA was on top of things rather than wait for other countries to act first.
Yeah.
So I think he or she is referring to
like
this
how they
case.
responded to Hong Kong.
Hong Kong, is the first country that sounded the alarm. Probably because it's closest and it's the first country out China that have babies who are diagnosed with kidney stones.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
But then, of course, we have to look at the time that it takes to do testing. We don't know that AVA did not react to it. It's just that before they come out to say anything, I think it's only fair that they test the products before setting off panic and unnecessary anxiety.
Yeah, it
so
does
that could
take
be
like
reason.
2 days to test for melamine.
Okay. Wow.
I did read that somewhere.
Okay. Yeah.
But do you think that cost would be an issue, Selena, like for your family? I mean, obviously, to buy products made in, say, the US or in Australia will be more expensive than if you were to buy something from China,
I guess even if it costs more, we still have to. If we have to buy it, we have to buy it. Yeah, there's no running away from it. Yeah.
Okay. Do you think that other Singaporeans will feel like this, guys? I mean,
I don't know. I mean, like if for middle income and families, it'll be no problem swapping. But what if you were at the lower end of the spectrum? If you were a low income family and you had to buy from you had to buy China products because they're a lot cheaper. I mean, this would be a lot harder.
Yeah. In fact, the scandal has actually affected the poorer segment in the China society because these are the families that can't afford like foreign imported products, so they have to rely on local made products.
okay.
So we have another comment here. Saventi said, "I will never buy any more China-made food stuff. I agree that AVA should be more on the ball." Well, okay, so we have someone who is very firm about his or her stance. No more China-made products. And
That's
in fact,
hard to avoid though. China's like everywhere now for everything practically.
Okay, but the sentiment has become such that the made in China label has become a warning label.
Yeah,
Don't buy me.
keep away, I'm from China.
Okay, so keep those comments coming in and do call us, email us, and contact us any way you like. And it's time for a break now, but we'll be right back with more on Point Blank. See you.